Hello and welcome to the third part of my tutorial on how to make Space Invaders in Gamemaker Studio 2. So, a couple of changes. It changed the maximum for the step event for the shoot variable in OBJ enemy. Changed the maximum value to 4,000. That makes it a lot more balanced. Change the bullets, make the vertical speed -10. That's faster. And change the path ended instead of 0.01. I mean 0.0, 0.1, and change it to 0.05 right over here. And then, so we are going to be creating today like score, lives, and like a game over. So here we have the player, and we're gonna go to the create event, and we're gonna make a variable. It will be called. It's gonna be set lives. It's right over here, and it'll be 3. And then we're gonna go to a draw event. Draw stacked sprites, SBR player. Change it to vertical, and use underscore D&D lives. X to 20, Y to 20. And then go to the step event. Actually, no, wait, no. The bullet, replace the bullet enemy, replace the start room, and go, see here. If underscore D&D lives, which is the same as the lives variable that we assigned in the create event. So it's less or equal than 1, then the game, we are going to go down here, and here are a list of game actions, and we're just going to do restarting the game. Now, if not, so we're going to put it else, then set D&D lives -1 and tick the relative box. So now let us see. So however, whoops, there's a restart room right there. So let's just do that. I'm just trying to get myself killed, guys. So as you can see, I get hit. And I die. However, we'll note that when you get hit, it doesn't go back to its original position. Thankfully, there is a handy action. It's called jump to start. It's jumping to the instance's start position, and this will make it jump to the start position. So there we go. So let's just see. I'm back at the start position. I'm dead. So there we go. So now, instead of the restart game, I've created an object a sprite, SPR game over, which is a piece of text, game over, and then an OBJ game over, which is just game over. And we're gonna create that when it gets destroyed. So do create, and we're gonna set an alarm countdown for 120 seconds. So 120 steps. So that's 2 seconds because it's 60 steps per second. Now when alarm, So we're gonna create a variable called can restart, and it will be false. Then in the alarm 0, can restart equals true. So, and then key down any key, if can restart equal true, then you go down into the game and the game will restart. So there we go. And then of course when the player dies, set the restart game, it will create an instance, OBJ game over, and we're gonna put it at about 327.222. So and put that, and then make sure to delete the player object after that. But if it was before, then that would not run. Then this would not run because it doesn't exist anymore. So there we go. Now it's just game over. If I press a button, then the game has restarted. So that's pretty good. So next we have score. So we're gonna create something called OBJ. That's OBJ game, and we will create some variables here. So we're creating a variable global dot player score. Now, a global variable means it can be accessed from anywhere without specifically naming what object it comes from. So these are pretty handy. So we're gonna do the value. We're gonna set the value to 0, and we're also going to draw it in a draw event. We're going to go down to the draw value, and we're going to label it score, and we're going to set it to the variable global dot player score right there. And we're going to put the X at about 10 and the Y at about 60. So there we go. Now, when the enemy is destroyed on the destroy event, make the just variable global dot player score 50. So we're relative, so we're adding the global dot player score. So now let us see. Okay. Gotta use the set global variable, global dot player score 50, and put the obj game object in there. That was why it was not working. So now we have score displayed right there. Now so now there is score. Now I do notice that the fire rate is not that great, and it genuinely can make it harder for the game to get hard, because we want the game to get harder and harder and harder until it's genuinely impossible. So how we're going to do that is we're going to create a variable called shoot rate. So this is the rate of the shooting, and we're going to set to 4,000. Now in the step event, set the maximum to shoot rate. And then when path ended, set shoot rate to plus 25 every time the path is ended. So now their fire rate will slowly increase. As you can see, it's increased already. And now add a general game loop. So there we go. So that is it for this tutorial. So that's it.